the challenge we have mostly with trade documents or export documents is there's usually a lot of questions on integrity. Has this document been tampered with or not? So with TLIP, since the document is fetched as it has been issued by the issuing authority, there really is no tampering. And if it's tampered, there's a trail that can be looked into, and one can easily tell where the changes were made. So this gives the receiving bodies the confidence, and they are able to use the documents as they are to clear your consignments. My name is Wambui Wanjiku from the IOTA Foundation. I will take you through TLIP, a solution that's been built in collaboration with Trademark Africa, Kenya Revenue Authority, and the IOTA Foundation. TLIP stands for Trade Logistics Information Pipeline. It's a solution that's been built pretty much to help manage trade-related data. You realize when you're importing or exporting, there's a lot of document exchange that's involved in any export. So to help bring together any document that's issued by any issuing authority, TLIP has come in between and is able to pick data from these authorities in real time and make it available to the trader, to the consolidator, to the freight forwarder, and to the destination market, so that they are able to prepare for the shipment on arrival and allow for quick clearance when it gets to the destination market. So as mentioned earlier, TLIP is a solution developed in partnership with the IOTA Foundation, IOTA being the technology provider, with Trademark Africa and the Kenyan government partners, them being Kenya Revenue Authority and Kentrade. And of course, we have all the other agencies that are involved on document issuing related to trade. So what is the problem here? Currently, we have any issuing authority has its own system, and they have their own data in silos. There's no way you can connect data, say, from KEFIS, from KRA, or from any other agency. If you want to collect data for any consignment, it has to be in hard copy, and you have to move around collecting these data. The other challenge we have is limited visibility. If you're exporting or importing anything, you really can't tell where your consignment is. You have to rely maybe on the freight forwarder or the clearing agent to let you know where your consignment is. And this also being that there is a lot of exchange of paper, there's a lot of paper production that is involved in any one consignment that's being sent in and out of the country. So what is TLIP? As mentioned earlier, TLIP is a digital infrastructure that enables stakeholders in cross-border trade to securely share key documents from their source systems. So how does TLIP work? If you look at this graphic, we pretty much try to capture any authority or body that's involved in any import or export. And all these players issue a document that's related to a consignment. But it's for you to get all these documents, you have to move around, and a lot of us you either send a rider or whoever it is to get this document. But TLIP comes in between, and we are able to fetch, say, an export declaration as soon as it's issued by Kenya Revenue Authority, a phytosanitary certificate, and we display it on TLIP. This makes it easier for you as a trader to see your documents as soon as they are issued, for your freight forwarder to use that and update their system so that they can book space and process all the other documents they need for the export. And also for the destination market, they are able to see these documents as soon as they are issued, and they are able to prepare for your consignment pre-arrival to allow for quick clearance when they arrive in their destination market. So digitizing trade and pretty much looking just only on the documentation side, will help in reducing trade finance gap. I know a lot of people, when they're trying to get financing, there's usually a delay because of this kind of documentation. But if we have a portal or a platform where we are able to fetch key export and import documentation, it will be easy to approach financial institutions, and they're able to see the visibility and the document is issued by the issuing bodies, and they're able to issue financing based on that. At the same time, this is going to cut trade transaction cost as well as time and increase SME efficiency. So as mentioned earlier, why TLIP pretty much is going to capture and help in reducing cost, time, and also making financing available and easily available for traders. Who are we integrated with in Kenya in particular? Being a multi-stakeholder solution, we have already integrated with the Kenya Revenue Authority, KenTrade, KEFIS, and AFA. We are also working on integrating with the Kenya Ports Authority for sea cargo, and we'll also be looking at bringing on board any other agencies that are related to any other trade lane. So what I have here currently and what we started with is any agency that's pretty much looking into fresh produce and flowers, then we're moving into other trade lanes. So as mentioned, TLIP is powered by the IOTA Foundation. IOTA is a distributed ledger solution developer. We build solutions around blockchain and distributed ledger. And this ensures that there is traceability, immutability, and transparency. Usually, the challenge we have mostly with trade documents or export documents is there's usually a lot of questions on integrity. Has this document been tampered with or not? So with TLIP, since the document is fetched as it has been issued by the issuing authority, there really is no tampering. And if it's tampered, there's a trail that can be looked into, and one can easily tell where the changes were made. So this gives the receiving bodies the confidence, and they are able to use the documents as they are to clear your consignments and receive the consignments. Now I will welcome any questions you may have.
Problems that exporters face, like offloads, which necessitate us to reapply for all these documents, maybe twice or thrice, depending on capacity availability, to sort of reduce our cost of goods as well with regards to documentation. Because at the moment, any document you produce within 24 hours is, it's regarded either as flown or null and void. So does your platform consider this problem as well that exporters face, especially now with the increased amount of tariffs that we're paying for some of these services that we get for these documents? Thank you.
Well, I can't speak fully for the on pricing, but the platform issue provides an opportunity where it brings everybody together to try and address some of these challenges that traders are facing around documentation, to work towards, yes, digitizing, but what does that mean for us? It means, how do we work backwards and look at these pricing issues and other issues related to documentation? So what I can say is TLIP will provide this platform where everybody will come together, being a multi-stakeholder solution. It is not owned by one person. It is owned by every player within the ecosystem to make it work and make our documentation easier and faster to promote our exports. I'm hoping that I will onboard most of you, and we speak one voice and push towards digitizing our ecosystem. Thank you.